Hello, and welcome to another review video. Today we have an APL suit that is worn by Again and Friend. Technically friends, but I only have one other girl with this suit. But without further discussion, let's see. What stats is this suit? I've been keeping a better habit of keeping the suits that I need to review handy on my account, so I don't have to go to the website to look it up. So, this suit is a rare APL suit that I happened to acquire for Again multiple times. So the name of this suit is going to be Ogre's Fortune. And the other person that also has this suit is named exactly the same. But here are the stats for Again's version of the suit. This is at level 90, level 1 skill awakening, since I actually forgot to make a video on this a long time ago. It has a power rating of 3756, attack rating of 4446, and a stamina rating of 4224, and an increased value of APL of 550. Wow. It has one active skill, one potential skill, and one fever skill. The active skill is going to be Advanced Strategy E, which is at level 1 skill awakening, 35% maxed out at 55%. Chance, attacking with technique, your opponent's technique is going to be reduced by 20%, maxing out at 40%. And then we have a passive skill called Unconcealable Charm 5, which is the good one. It maxes out at 27%. And at level 1 skill awakening, it increases appeal by 5% on the suit. So I believe that maxes out at 11% on the suit when you max skill awaken it. And then you also have a fever skill called Sweet Fit, which is after a successful fit or attack score, appeal points gained is going to be increased by 20%, which maxes out at 30% at max skill awakening. But that's enough about the boring numbers and words of this suit. I want to see how it looks on her. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out. I'll wait till she's done crossing her arms, because I really like the look of this suit. Alright. Alright, so it doesn't come with anything that goes to the head, I believe. Like I said, I really like the style of this suit. It's really good. Looks like almost flip-flops for footwear, but not quite flip-flops. And this is the back of the suit. Check out the arm wear. I believe that's not toggleable as well. They usually don't do that for arm wear. The ring is not included with the suit. That's something I obtained for Again. Just getting a more in-depth look at the suit here of the accessories. Alright, there's a bow on the side. Put it on the other side too. And it is on the other side as well. A little piece of cloth covering the front. I don't know what it is, I really like these covering the front on this suit. that is a yen in the suit. Next thing I'm gonna try is basic jiggle physics test. Everything jiggles as it's supposed to wiggle, and I'm gonna test out the wet physics of the suit. It looks like the suit gets darker. Not entirely sure on the actual shine of this suit. Let's see, and should we set everything? No, this material I think is just shiny to begin with, so it's not gonna really change it. This is the suit when it's wet. Not too much changed, I'd like to say. It's just the suit, it's responded to the fact that it got wet by being a little bit darker. Better than nothing, I suppose. And now, for the malfunction of this suit. I have malfunctioned it before, I just forgot to actually review this suit. Hold on. Alright. This is the malfunction. Nice change there. I'd like to say that's probably the only change I've noticed so far, as the top is gone a little bit. Well, the top is just gone, it's just showing what's underneath. The bottom is just pulled down on one side. Completely classic DOA XVB. Malfunctioning. And that is Ogre's Fortune on a yen. Complete. Now, only awakened this suit once, so there is no malfunction on the other person with this, which I'm gonna switch to now because it's a different body type. Let's see how good it looks on the other girl. I got the suit for Kana. And here we are, we have Kana in the suit. You know, this is one of those suits that it looks good on any of the girls you put it on. At least the normal look anyways. I feel like the malfunction favors the thicker girls a bit more. The girls with a little bit more weight to them. The malfunction. There's Kana in the suit. Like, as I said, I do not have any malfunction on this one for her. But that'll be it for the viewing of the proportion of this review. Next, I would like to talk about the rating. Now with suits like this, they're particularly exciting because of the fact that they bring something new to the table, something you don't see every day. Whether or not you go into a beach or not, it's something out of the norm, and that's what I love about this suit. I like the design. I like the overall style. I like how red it is. It really fits Kana in that regard. And then the little peppermint candy cane pattern around the neck. Pretty cool. Love it. There's little bows on the side of the bottoms, and you got the little arm pieces, which I do not believe you can take off. This is like a really, really early suit, so I would be surprised if you could. But yeah. So as far as the looks goes, it looks fine. As far as the stats go, considering it's APL suit, the stats are mixed for me. This is an APL / tech suit, which basically means the main stack is going to be APL with the strength advantage being tech. So I'm not in favor of this suit having advanced strategy paired with sweet fit, because that really limits your score. You're already score limited by the fact that it's not a tech main suit to begin with. Then we have to throw on top of the fact that this suit is an APL suit. And APL just basically means you don't quite have to worry about stamina as much, because you're going to be bursting, and that's going to increase the stats of your team. So what burst basically does, it gives you a pinch bit more stamina recovery back, and it increases your stats on your main girls, so that you have equipped for the volleyball match. So in realistic cases, the only real use for APL suits right now is for SS Plus and Events, Fez, and Triple S and Event Fez, because they like to nerf your tag gauge by reducing or slowing the growth of the tag gauge, which actually allows you to burst in the first place. So long story short, if you have an APL suit, you can counter that quite considerably well. Instead of it taking you like I'll put it this way, instead of taking you like 5 or 6 hits, wins in order to finally burst, it'll still take you the normal 3 to burst, 2 to 3 times. Because every time you go to double S plus, they always have a skill called Heartbreaker. It's Heartbreaker or something, but it's Heartbreaker, and it basically reduces the growth of the tag gauge. And if you're having repeated turnovers, it can actually degrade how much tag you actually have stored in order to start a burst. So that's why I say it reduces the growth, or reduces your tag gauge. It's basically the same thing. It's like if you're working and you're on a roll at work, you have a manager that kind of throws you off of your game. That's basically what Heartbreaker does in this game. It's like, instead of you staying focused and eventually getting to where you're on a roll, so to speak, something comes along and stops you or prevents you from performing at your very best. And that's kind of what tag is. It makes the girls perform at their very best for like 2 rounds. And if you have someone stopping that from happening, that's Heartbreaker. In this game, that is. That's the name of the skill. Anyways, going back to rating the suit itself, to not go too far off topic, I am in favor of it being E, but I'm just not in favor of it being advanced strategy. It reduces your score potential with an APL suit that's already kind of doing that for you. And I think it was a huge miss to not include double reverse, attack, feint, whatever letter in this suit for a Yan specifically. So for that alone, considering it has Sweet Feint and it has Advanced Strategy E, I will give this suit, as far as its skills and stats and everything, a 7 out of 10. It doesn't really bring much to the table, and its stats actually kind of majorly reduces your score potential, if that was your main point. And stats is kind of like your score potential. It probably would be different if APL actually meant more in the game, because it doesn't even increase how much points you get outside of arena. You could be at 100%, and like I tested this multiple times with Monica. Monica never loses stamina. She either gains stamina, or if she misses a hit, I guess she loses some stamina there, but generally she doesn't lose any stamina. So I tested out her an APL suit versus a normal suit. It doesn't increase the amount of points or the stat increase you get during burst, and it also doesn't increase the score output due to the stats increased, which is very odd in my opinion. That you would think, since my stats are increased, it should give me more score potential, but it actually doesn't. It just makes it easier to score, and that's it. It's like the game knows that your stats is increased, but it's still going off of your normal stats as far as scoring, your appeal points that you gain per round that you win, which basically destroys any usage of APL suits, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion that plays this game. And it's not really by opinion, it's kind of factorial at this point. You could, I think if we even had like APL accessories, you'd probably be able to put them all on, put on all APL plus 24, 30, 27, whatever you got. You will still never be able to one hit the ball from the start of the volleyball match and immediately enter burst. And that to me is crazy. And so on those facts alone, of APL suits being kind of useless in a lot of ways, it's a 7 out of 10 for me as far as stats go. As far as looks go, it's very exotic. It feels very Asian inspired, or it feels oriental. I like the bells that's around the suit randomly. I like the armbands, including the clothing that's actually hanging off of the arms. It doesn't really get in the way of many shots or screwing up shots and stuff like that. I appreciate that. Like I said, I really like the little piece of cloth right in front. That's just covering the panties area. Like in the middle. I really like that a lot. There's also bows on the side of the underwear, and the back is pretty much open on both the normal look and the awakening version. It's more open on the malfunction version because of the fact that there's no bra straps, so it's even more open. And the shoes, I'm not sure how I feel about the shoes, but They don't really do much for the shoes. So, as far as the shoes and footwear, feetwear, legwear goes, that's not actually pants. I don't really pay that much attention because they make it pretty clear that they don't pay it much attention. So, with that being said, as far as the looks go, I will give it a 10 out of 10. I really love how revealing the suit is when it's in malfunction in the front, in the chest area. I mean, there's basically almost nothing there, but it's just enough to where it's not too thirsty at the same time. So it's kind of tasteful, kind of very sexy at the same time. So that would mean that this entire suit will get a score of 8.5 out of 10 if we were to put together both the looks and the skill rating together. It's a big hit, taking that those 3 points on the skill. It was basically 2 points for the fact that it's an APL suit, and you also have something else nerfing your score with advanced strategy E. Like, it's a high chance of activation, kind of hands down guarantee you more round to round wins in the normal Fez, but in Arena, if it's not an APL week and you're bursting, I don't know how useful that skill is. Like, there's been weeks where I actually used a Monica APL suit in Arena, and it was perfectly fine because it wasn't even APL season. And I just have Monica built up so good, it doesn't matter what suit I put on her, it's a good chance she will score. In and out of seasons. Normally with tech suits alone. But I do have a lot of power for her built up as well. But that's a story for a different day. Ogre Fortune. Love the way it looks, hate the way it performs. Simple as that. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't. I feel like I kind of dragged on the conversation there at the end. But 8.5 out of 10. Comment what you like about this video or what you dislike about this video. And thanks for watching.